This just in. Breaking news! Kids never listen. We seem to have this innate expectation as parents that our children will simply listen to what we say and obey accordingly. Will this ever apply? So how come we expect this from our children? The best way is purely to lead by example. But if and when we're still trying to explain something verbally to them, I would recommend these 3 simple tips. Hi everyone, it's great seeing you again. Thank you for joining me. I'm uploading several times a week, so don't forget to subscribe for all the great content. We seem to have this innate expectation as parents that our children will simply listen to what we say and obey accordingly. So I wanted to re-examine this assumption under circumstances which don't involve children. Will this ever apply? Sometimes under religious circumstances, we may see a demand for listen and don't ask. But even then, we usually see some cracks in this blind belief structure. And in any other free thinking environment, this will either not apply or not for very long. So how come we expect this from our children? They're little people with an ever-growing mind and a need for knowledge, answers, and independent thought. Just because they're smaller in size doesn't mean they don't have the same thirst for basic understanding of the world around them as part of their natural development. What is the best way to get our children to listen to what we advise them? Well, to be honest, because their cognitive brain is not fully developed yet, children do more absorbing and observing rather than analyzing or understanding. So really the best way to show them what's right is purely to lead by example, because their tendency would be to copy what we do. But if and when we're still trying to explain something verbally to them, then I would recommend these 3 simple tips. 1. Eliminate pressure, anger, or a sense of urgency from your tone of voice. Even if you are very concerned for what might happen if they don't do what you say, you don't want them to sense it. Kids have antennas and they smell fear. And where kids smell fear, they will inevitably try to test that boundary as far as they can. So you'd essentially be sending out an invitation for your fears to be realized. Tip number 2, explain from your honest experience and present it as a suggestion and not as an order. Kids don't like it when they feel like they're being made to do things, in the same way that we hate annoying salesmen trying to push their products on us, or messengers trying to push their affiliations upon us. So say things like, well, from my experience, I've noticed that and so I think the best way to do it would probably be to do this and that. And 3, make sense. Kids will pick up on manipulation very quickly, so don't say things that don't make factual sense. For example, if they ask, why do we brush our teeth? It's important to explain the actual reasoning and not use scare tactics like, otherwise your teeth will fall off. No horror stories. It's important to brush our teeth because after we're eating, there are food leftovers that stay stuck between our teeth, and those are eaten by germs overnight, and that can cause pain and decay. So essentially, we care for ourselves and our teeth, and we want to keep them healthy. And of course, it's important to follow these guidelines with them from when they're as young as possible. And if all of this still doesn't work, then click the banner that just popped up here for some really effective discipline tips. So remember, kids don't listen. They absorb, they observe, and they follow their surrounding through direct example. If you've had a different experience, if you've got questions or comments, as usual, please do leave them below for me and I'll do my best to respond. In the meantime, don't forget to give us a like if you liked the video, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll see you on the next one.